Hi, welcome to Q's KLR Chronicles, Episode 2, Hitting the Road. In this episode, I'll share with you what I had to do in terms of repairs or modification to get this bike on the road. In other words, to pass a safety inspection. There were only two minor things to do on the bike to get it roadworthy. The first was to change the front turn signals. These are the ones that I put on. These are fairly generic ones that I ordered to replace these two miniature LED lights that were in place when I got the bike. Those did not meet the requirement. The second thing, again fairly straightforward, the chain guard was broken, and so I took what was left of the chain guard piece and I fabricated this replacement using a heating duct material, and I put a little tab here so I can screw it on the swing arm mount, and that was enough to pass the safety inspection. Now I've since ordered and installed an original chain guard onto the bike to try to keep it as much stock as possible. Now with respect to the signal lights, the front signal lights, a minor detail is this fender has been broken and the mount was very flimsy on it, so I simply added an L bracket that's screwed into the fender here to solidify, and that was perfect to pass the safety. Okay, so now that I've covered all the repairs I had to do to put this bike on the road, let me talk about the modification I've made to the bike since I own it. Very little so far. The only really noticeable thing I've did is order a RAM mount here for my cell phone, and I have one that has a pull tab to mount on the handlebar. The reason I got this one is that it's easily removable, and I can actually switch this to a bicycle or any other vehicle that has handlebars. And really, the only other change I made to the bike is to adjust the rear spring, the progressive rear spring, and I've adjusted the sag to go back to the original specs. It was a little bit too soft, and so I changed that. Now, unfortunately, that brings the bike height a little bit more than what I'd like, and since I'm a fairly short guy, I'm having to use the tip of my toes to stand on the bike, to hold the bike up. So I've ordered some lowering links, and that will be part of a future episode where I install that. Okay, so that covers it for today's episode. Next episode I'll talk about the fun I had with the fuel filter that was on this bike, which is another change I made, but I thought I'd leave that for our next episode to cover. Until next time.